Hello, this is Cale Sparling from New Technologies, and I have today with me another Thrive user, and I'm going to allow Serge to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about his personality and what his role is at ABLOY, and then we'll talk a little bit about how he's using Thrive. Good morning, welcome, Serge.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me for that. So my name is Sergejs Jermakovs, and I'm continuous improvement manager at ASSA ABLOY Berlin facility. Our main brands here is Corbin, Russwin, and Yale commercial. Again, I've been in the industry almost like 20 years, and I hold different positions in manufacturing and operations. But most of the time, I was a continuous improvement manager, those roles. And again, about a year ago, 2017, I was end of 2017, I were introduced to Thrive, and it's got my attention right away. A lot of good modules there. One of my favorite is goal boards, and it jumped to me right away that it's a really good and flexible, affordable software that I can apply in many areas through manufacturing. And only my regrets that I found out is only in 2017, not in 2014 or 12 or 13. So because I a lot of similar, not very similar, but like a different like a process monitoring applications, and none of them were so complete and so easy to use and low maintenance. So this is what I liked a lot, because I were able probably in 2 hours over a phone get the training, like 2 different sessions, probably 1 hour each, to kind of clearly understand okay how everything working. And after that we just got going, and we have been applying Thrive to the most unusual and problems we have. So it's our like a go-to tool when we have like unusual problem that we know will deliver it.
Sure. So, Serge, one of the things I'd like you to share with the viewers here is tell us a little bit about yourself and why you like continuous improvement, and your personality and your history of being in the continuous improvement profession.
And again, by trade, I'm like industrial engineer, and I spent pretty much all my life working in a different manufacturing environment, and this is what I really like. I really like to solve the problems, create new processes, and most rewarding for me, see how those new optimized processes or tools keep delivering like improvements and solving problems. So for me, it's all about solving problems quick, seamlessly, without the big pain. So, and this is really who I am. So this is what excites me. And Thrive fits perfectly. As I mentioned, there's like continuous improvement. Person usually have like a sticky notes in the pocket, that sticky notes help where you can do process map or like structure brainstorming, or come up with something visual like a Kanban and things like that. So Thrive to me is like a kind of like a sticky note. So it's you can quickly, sometimes within 2-3 hours, put something together and it will deliver it. So this is what I like. So you can apply this very quickly on the spot, and it's gonna start delivering results. So for example, today we faced a little issue with our little Kanban, like a supermarket station, that we noticed that the team leaders not reordering parts as they're supposed to. So we're planning to put actually Kanban process as an audit on Thrive, and Thrive will generate like reminder every like 3 or 5 days, depends what we decide, and create like a work orders for certain parts. So it's, yeah, we're not sure how it's going to work, but we know it's going to take probably 2 hours to set up the process and see how it's working.
Good. So tell me a little bit about, you'd given me an example a few days ago about your work orders where you were able to reduce your backlog time. Tell me a little bit about that process and what frustrations or what feelings you were having prior to deciding that maybe Thrive could help you solve that problem.
All right. So again, a few months ago, one of my profit center manager approached me and asked for help with and what we can do in his machining area and try to figure out how we can better seamlessly manage work orders in and out, how we can make visible, increase accountability and visibility, what's really in the shop and what's going on, because we really operate in very, very complex, high customization and hard variety business. So every day we have something new. Our components, usually our orders are very small in quantities and they're very different. So literally in a couple hours, I was able to set up using Thrive this work ordering process using just the standard modules, create like a few different user accounts and put it to pilot together. And so we piloted this for months internally, and then a few months later, when the process was fairly stable, we trained another 40 users. And again, you just with adding the users very simply, you just type it in like Thrive web address and copy paste in the user accounts.
Sure. So the manager approached you. So first of all, why did he come to you? You're the CI guy that comes and helps everybody, or how does that work?
No, I'm trying to help everybody. I just happened to be at this meeting when the issue was raised, and I told him, okay, I think I can help you with that fairly easy. Would you like to try Thrive work orders? And again, it was my first experience with the Thrive work orders, literally. So I never used it before. I just knew they exist because we used them similar for our quality and stuff like that. So literally within a couple hours, at the end of the day, I showed him the first pilot. He's like, okay. Next day, put another like 6-7 team leaders on Thrive, so they start sending those work orders with all like a beautiful visibility. So, and a few months later, we put the whole site on that, and after that, we start seeing the whole picture, whole workload. So, and next step was to actually introduce like a performance meeting. And every morning we would review what's really going in, what's going on, what's the priorities, what's our like past dues. And literally within like 2 weeks, we were able to reduce our past dues by 66%. And it's keep going down right now. So.
And what was that percentage again?
66%.
66%. Okay. Wow.
It was very significant, and again, it's all about was just setting priority properly and really monitor what's in, what's out, what's really hot, what's important for the business. And again, tools working great since then. No matter of fact, today we use this Thrive data because we accumulated a lot of data that now, based on the usage of certain parts, we start creating Kanbans and optimizing our process to minimize the amount of setups we do. So again, Thrive is all data there. It's very visible. Now we can focus our limited resources on our most important challenges and address those parts that we can usually put in the Kanban or why we're machining them in our own house, so we can actually start solving the problems and optimizing them.
Sure. So the manager that was having the trouble and you offered the help, how's he feeling now? What's he saying about the process?
He's feeling great. Actually, this manager left. He moved to a different profit center, but his successor loved it. So he embracing this all over. So he loves it. So because again, it's so clear. It's we know what's in, what's out. There is no like finger pointing or like who is wrong or right data there. So we know what's our lead times, what's our past dues there, what's any challenges. So it's provide clear visibility. And one of the also very important feature of Thrive that sends those notifications. So in the past, our team leaders would often have to travel back and forward and wasting their time to machining to find out status of their parts. With Thrive, when job is complete, Thrive sends automated notification to team leader, hey, your part is done, please pick up your part. So it's another huge help that everybody can see on their PCs information about only their work orders. Manager can see whole their department. So there is also helping a lot. It minimizes unneeded communication emails, like walking back and forward. So it's very, very successful. And based on that, when my maintenance team saw that, our maintenance lead pretty much said, I want exactly the same system, stores, and it's literally took off on its own. So now all our work requests to maintenance go through the system, and again, it helps everybody understand what's in the pilot, what's the due dates, what's the priority, and everybody knows, okay, when project completed, they get the email. If there is some issues, there is again, when you put in the notes, Thrive sends notifications as well. So it's and again, beauty of that I'm not IT, so I can set up this literally in the hours and train people, and people kind of understand. It takes sometimes like a few weeks or so to debug and figure out what's certain users should see. But beauty of that, you don't need to IT degree. You don't need to write the code. It's all kind of, if you know Excel, it's probably in some cases it's simpler than Excel. A lot simpler. Most of the features, except kind of like reports, you might need a little more. But I heard they're going to be great upgrades.
Yeah, it's in the roadmap, right? So good. So it's so tell me then, you took a process where it sounds like there was challenges with communication and maintaining a schedule and developing priorities, and so you build a process, and you're using Thrive to help you navigate through that process. And you mentioned it took a little bit of time after you initially implemented to kind of refine the tools and the process to get to work together. Now that you've got that process rolling and it's been going for a while, do you have to be involved in it all the time? Or is it?
No, not really. It's running on its own, except that with Thrive, you always can make better and better. So you can start with very basic. Now we want to record more how many hours certain jobs take. So we want to start new reports. So we want to display those reports. So one of the requests was actually yesterday, okay, I want to see this profit center manager would like to see, okay, I want to see in the different area in the big screen how many jobs past due, how many jobs due in the next couple of days, how many total open work orders in the shop, what's our performance every week in the percentage. So, and again, the beauty with the Thrive, I went and found those reports, tweaked them a little bit by tweaking them, just adjusted the filters, and I think today they're going to be in the big screen. Everybody can see what's going on, and again, it's another good visual control what's going on. So it's almost enhancements as we're moving forward. So, but yeah, process and it's running on its own, so I don't really need to be there. So, and again, yeah, it's again, nobody would have over close to 400 people on site and about 270 employees on the floor, and we don't have an administrator. It's all me, and for me, it's just more like a hobby. I have a bunch of other responsibilities. So nobody in our site except our Jared knows how administrator for that. So it's you can add that, but at the moment it's no necessity again because it's so simple to, in my opinion, after you understand the system, set it up. So.
Well, good. Yeah, thank you. So, well, I really appreciate taking the time to talk about some of your projects today. What would be, if you were to describe or describe what it is that you've experienced that you think others should take advantage of, and why they should pursue Thrive today, or recommending that they take action?
I mean, again, first of all, you can apply this to many different areas. So from HR, from training, from safety, from quality. We have a great success with the maintenance right now. again, goal boards monitoring your performance and monitoring your performance not only in high volume and like really custom and job shop. So again, it's only few. So we seen only success with that, and it's very flexible and good to use tool. And you know, one of our goal to really become like factory of the future, 4.0 kind of industrial revolution concept. And Thrive is the tool because again, it can help you create seamless communication, drive your performance. Again, it's very visual. This tool can really help you solve a lot of your problems. I would say, maybe not solve completely, but can simplify, optimize your issues, and make them with very limited resources on hand. So without like a full blown like IT. Let's put it this way. This is for me. It's right now for us. It's like a go-to tool when all right, we need a visitor sign in. Okay, Thrive can help us, you know. So I have like a whole pipeline of projects we want to do. It's just like we need to manage that. But the beauty of that it's so, because it's so adjustable and flexible, and at the same time fairly simple, so you can really address a lot of things and simplify a lot of processes. And again, move a lot of your current folders and Excel files and paper applications to nice digital format that's easy to use. Reports are great, notifications always there. So I mean, again, to me, it's only regrets. I never found out about it like 6 years ago. So maybe I would be in a different role right now. So it's not. I'm pretty happy right now as well.
Sure. Well, I heard you mention one thing that I forgot to follow up on, or that I would like to follow up on. You mentioned the goal boards. So this will be the last question. Tell me about your goal board experience. So this is Thrive's productivity tracking tool. Tell me about your goal board experience, where you were before you started using it, what types of challenges you might have been facing, and now what you're doing. How did you deploy it, and what are you doing with goal boards today?
So before Thrive, most of our process tracking or efficiency of our operations, we used paper kind of hour by hour charts, which is pretty good, but and they can be very helpful, especially in a small project. But one of the setbacks with the written charts that first of all they need to be maintained. Second of all, there's usually no historic data or trends unless if you want to really find out about your process. You sometimes you spend hours to trying to understand what people wrote for the reason codes, why they didn't achieve the performance. So you need to type it in a lot. It's very time consuming. And usually when you start doing it, you understand that they're not very accurate. So this one story with Thrive, it's a lot easier. So because people just reporting their production every hour or every day or whatever you want. The beauty again, Thrive, you can set it up the way you want it. And beauty of that, you can after a certain time can see trends. You can see reason codes why you're not meeting production. You can actually give you a lot of visibility, and you don't need to guess anymore. What is your biggest problem? So what's going on? So, and again, as I mentioned, we were successfully using goal boards just on the PCs. You can use a smart TVs with this little PC stick and a Wi-Fi. So to display certain things, we also use tablets, different type of tablets for operators and the workbenches to report their production and in different areas. And in some areas, we've seen very significant improvements. Again, we're not really looking to monitor every minute of everybody. We're more looking for the reason codes, why we're not hitting production. Sometimes maybe a rate is wrong. Sometimes maybe we have a quality issue with conformance. In one area, we found out that we do quite significant amount of rework. So there we go, let's solve that. In some areas, we thought that, there's again, different trends, but it's definitely, you want to solve the problem, expose it, make it visual, and Thrive is a very good tool for that. And again, goal board boards are very flexible. You can use them for like a high volume production, for daily, hourly, whatever you want. Or specifically, it's usually very challenging truck production in hard product variety, where almost each order, each part quite different like a cycle time. So that it was very good for us. And again, beauty again, if you want to put something, literally takes 2 hours right now, and you can train operator before you know it. If you have minimal information about the process, you can put something together and ready to go. So, again, because I was exposed in my previous career with some other software and like very custom, expensive applications that would monitor your production, live production. So I think Thrive is one of the most affordable and most flexible and low maintenance tools that I see. Again, maybe there is something else, who knows, but it's impressive.
Well, thank you for your time and sharing today.
Thank you guys for creating great product. It's really great product, and I'm a big fan. I'm like a follower in the fan club. So, so it's truly great product, and you know, and I hope it's a bright future for you guys because it's truly great product. So.